What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Root. So I'm going to review the debut album by American rapper and singer Lil Uzi Vert. Basically, this product is called Love is Rage 2 and it came out in the summer of 2017. Now, fair about this product is the fact that Lil Uzi Vert had dropped a series of mixtapes throughout the mid-2010s, pitches like that as far as these ordeals going to happen. It was definitely pretty capital and like the new school kind of mixtape scene, pitches like that as far as those ordeals going to happen. In particular, he was kind of a head honcho and one of the originators, like the particular fare about more cloud rap and Soundcloud kind of pitches within fares like that. Similar to some other folks that were kind of similar to some other type folks that were heavyweights around that time, like Playboy Cardi, Post Malone, XXXTentacion, some of these type folks in particular fare, but Lil Yachty in certain senses. It definitely felt like Lil Uzi Vert helped spearhead this particular style. Now, I've reviewed at least one prior project by Lil Uzi Vert as far as what's going to happen, which is his 2015 mixtape. This 2015 mixtape, Love is Rage, as far as what's going to happen. Now, when I reviewed that back in the fall of 2024, I gave that a 10 out of 10. I need to start fucking with that project more within the pitches behind it. But I look within the accents behind it. This is a real severe type album within the pitch as far as these formats going to have them. Recommend all 16 of the songs. Now, there is a deluxe edition, which I'm going to get to later within some of these type fairs, but definitely within the pitch as far as saying this particular album has the originality factor off the scale as far as these pitches going to have them. This within the format of thinking the things that were kind of going around. Now, considering that one of Lil Uzi Vert's big songs that he had around 2017 was Being on Bad and Bougie with Migos back in early 2017, pitches like that, you would have thought that possibly within some of that fairs he might have had like a cash grab or something like that to kind of cash in on like the fairs of like his some of his commercial success with Bad and Bougie. But the particular fair, this has some originality. This kind of covers like cloud rap in the sense it's not as super kind of trap within the pitch behind it. This is the concept that Wikipedia says this particular subgenre of this album is emo rap as far as those fairs going to happen. And there's actually not a ton of moments within that aspect. I mean, there's a little bit of vehicle stunt type songs for like some flossy and pitches like that where it is just going to like Taco Bell or Arby's Sons type pitches or just mild kind of venue step out. It's actually not a ton of real gloss kind of step out within those pitches as far as just getting complete crunk and shit face at clubs, pitches like that as far as those ordeals going to happen. It's not to say it doesn't have the social moments, but a lot of it's kind of more homebound pitches like that, just kind of more localized type fashion within the product to just places where there's going to be remote control, some of these type aspects within the aspect as far as talking about Little Caesars, Domino's kind of pizza parties, pitches like that, anime on some of these type pitches within the form of just more homebound kind of localized typeness. Now it does have some of these type fairs. It's also more in like a lounge type setting, more so than like a full bound kind of house party where there'd be red cup type pitches like that. But it does have the ordeals, it has the festivity. What I do remember about Love is Rage 1 from 2015 as far as this first happens, that had some house party kind of Love is Rage 1 had some house party kind of commotions on there in terms of the singles of just like local kind of bops and things like that to kind of have some smoke fest, some of these type of ordeals. There is some smoking songs on this product, but it's kind of the centerness as far as saying just the kind of more social glam about the aspects of just kind of more pizzazz within the factoid of just having like more larger kind of crowds pitches like that within the aspects. So it's just kind of the tone, but there is like the occasional kind of venue. There is kind of the occasional venue and trap type noise kind of sprinkled in within some of these aspects. But some excellent banner kind of emo rap as far as these pitch kind of. So I look after it. So the particular fare about this album, in terms of like Spotify type fare and social media type fare pitches like that, this album is a pretty large deal. Also within these pitches has a couple songs that have over 1 billion plays on Spotify. So similar to folks like Post Malone and XXXTentacion, some of these type folks that were Spotify juggernauts. XXXTentacion, some of these type folks that were Spotify juggernauts pitches like that is kind of the ordeal that Lil Uzi Vert did a lot of this in a capital type sense throughout the second half of the 2010s pitches like that. So this album is pretty seminal within the pitch like the Spotify years, I would definitely say. It's probably within the pitch when you think of like notable kind of 2000s album and rap music like Jeezy's Thug Motivation 101 and The Inspiration, some of those type ones, Lil Wayne's The Carter 1, The Carter 2, The Carter 3, some of those type aspects within the tone, Young Dro's Best Thing Smoking, some of these type pitches within those formats as far as saying some of these type fairs, Young Jocks, New Jock City, a bunch of pitches like that, Rick Ross supported Miami. I look within the tone, let's be honest, this is a notable type one within those relative type years. So it has the pitch. It's actually within those pitches, considering the Lil Uzi Vert. Yes, this is a definite kind of staple out of new school type fairs, now at least relative new school. Now I realize that summer 2017 is relatively somewhat distant ago nowadays, but it's within the pitch having some relative type product within the past 8-10 years, pitches like that still has some noteworthiness, a good type aspect. But EXO Tour Life is the lead single off this product. It's like a vintage sleepy kind of cloud rap head trip, I'd say within aspects of it here. Just a smoke fest, I would definitely say within the product. Come hang, have a donut, some of these type aspects within the tone. By donut I mean the munchies, not talking about the food, the donuts, not so much like It's not like it couldn't be whipping vehicle donuts, but just when the pitches, just have a donut nearby, something that pitches in the form of just kind of some cut loose pitches like that. It's kind of a lit type song within the hangout type fashion. So this kicks off the fair as far as these products, as far as just like lounge type music within the aspect of it, residential type product. Get crunk, chunk up to do some of these type areas, get to have some spill as far as those formats can have sex and type pitch. The Way Life Goes, the second single, and this has over 1 billion plays on Spotify, and I think it's the same thing with EXO Tour Life. EXO Tour Life has almost 2.5 billion plays, and then The Way Life Goes has over 1 billion, so it's within those pitches. But The Way Life Goes, like a fizzy kind of cloud pop, kind of anime night and munchies, I'd say, within the aspects of it here. Definitely a good song to order. Dominoes, pitches like that. Just have some loud social as far as those products can have. So it's a good 1-2 punch with EXO Tour Life as far as these pitches can have them just within the aspect. This one's not quite as smoke centric, but it's just within the products as far as having some of those type pairs. It's just like the chillax type fashion and new school type senses. It's a good type pitch for that. Playboy Cardi's pretty good at these ones as well as similar type fashion. Uzi Vert and Playboy Cardi are like a good 1-2 punch to have for these pairs. Probably would throw in Lil Yachty as well within some of these type products. XXX Temptation, like a younger type sense, was just the fair as far as saying. Good type fair for that. So definitely trendy to like, just some good trendiness like late 2010s pitches like that, excellent type ordeal. Some grand kick-ass kind of chillax type fashion with it. Some grand chillax type fashions within the aspects of it as far as these fairs can happen. Sauce It Up's the third single as far as these fairs can go along with it as well as like a venue head trip, I'd say, within the products over here. Just a trendy kind of cloud and like a hot spot as far as these pitches can happen. So it's basically cloud rap just in a more venue, kind of more social outing type spot, not so much homebound within these pitches. Kind of the fair trying some of these new type trends within a subgenre and like new formats as far as the fairs would kind of happen. Definitely some Friday nights kind of get here, just vanilla, dap, and cut loose as far as those pitches would kind of happen. So look after it. For the most part, it did kind of feel like Lil Uzi Vert was probably one of the first and banner type ones to kind of spearhead the concept of putting cloud rap in more social venue type spots. Because when you think about it within a certain type sense, it's not as super common that I can recall within the aspect. I mean, in terms like more trendy to like new school type vibes, you might say within a certain type sense, you might catch like some XXXTentacion, so and type folks from the pitch, but Juice Wrld in like his brief career kind of stuck to more makeshift kind of songs with more in a pop rap type sense. It's kind of the pitch as far as saying having those particular club type ones with an aspect of something kind of have for like the venue type bleeds. It's kind of aspect that cloud rap didn't seemingly. It's not like it did, but it's just kind of fair as far as saying like the particular ones that you're gonna hear just on Friday, Thursday, kind of dance night pitch like that. It's kind of the ordeal. Now there's plenty of these type folks. I want to say there's like that dude that died. I forget his name, but he died in like November 2017. Yeah, Lil Peep as far as those pairs gonna happen. Folks like that within those pitches. Seems like he has some crazy type ones within the aspect as far as those tones gonna happen. So folks like Lil Peep, some of those type folks in the aspect as far as getting like a particular kind of new subgenre around that time and like more venue kind of noise and social bound kind of aspects as far as those tones gonna happen. So it's excellent within those pitches. Good type fair, 3 for 3 within these singles. It's pretty spiffy type project here to be able to get within these products. This has some guests on here. Pharrell's on here. The Weeknd's on here. A cat named O Wonder's on here. He's on The Way Life Goes as far as these pitches going to happen. O Wonder's an alt pop duo as far as those aspects going to happen with it. So look after. I recommend all 16 of the songs off here. So this album gets a 10 out of 10 within these pitches. Now there's an extra 6 songs on here. A couple of which I think are a part of another product, Money Longer and Do What I Want, or some other type singles within the pitch, but there's at least 4 extra songs, so I'll get to that deluxe edition down the road as far as these pairs are going to go. But there's some nice ones on here. Particularly, there's a song by Lil Wayne that I remember that he freestyled to off of one of his mixtapes, and that's to the instrumental of For Real as far as these pairs are going to happen. For Real is like a neighborhood kind of house party and streetlight hates kind of get within the aspects of it here. Just some homies dap and enjoy. I definitely feel like within the product. Very similar to Love Is Rage 1 type vibes within the pitch. Just good for some Taco Bell and memes pitches like that as far as those ordeals going to go along with it. This album could have had more cuts like this particular one. It would have been some good type product to get like that particular kind of street light dap and kind of more haze type aspects within the tone as far as something to kind of smoke like a backwood. Some of those type tones zigzag, some of those type fares within the outdoor fashion and the fog of it as far as those pitches can go. But it's a good type product. Definitely appreciate the appeal of this one. Good nice treat to get here. X is a nice one. It's like a good cloud kind of house party commotion kind of get within the product of it. Just a people pleaser, I would definitely say about this one. Just some white noise definitely in a brewer. I would feel like within the aspects as far as those tones going to go. Just party favors definitely around some of those type pitches. Just an overall hot type one. This one's a little bit more commotion within the product. Some of those type fares. Less kind of lounge type music more within the product. This more kind of the chatter and pitches like that within those ordeals. It's pretty fizzy like The Way Life Goes, some type pitches, but it's kind of the format as far as saying just on top of that is just good commotion within the product, like more house party type noise, some of those type fares. So just good product. Some other type good ones would be like Unfazed. This has The Weeknd on here. It's good type of appeal. It's like a brooding and haunted kind of residential hero to kind of get this nice neighborly kind of weekend and This is a nice neighborly song for the weekend to be on. Pitches like that. It's interesting type of feel to kind of get him more at like a lounge type of ordeal. Pitch like that. That's not more kind of within like the more typical kind of elevated and more esteemed kind of venue type noise pitches like that. It's actually kind of more ground level for weekends, a good type of ordeals, and it's also pretty morose. Uzi Vert as far as these players gonna have, and kind of him, like something more in like the weekend type player, just a more haunting type one with the aspect of just getting like something in the gothic type. It's kind of a shrouded type aspect for Lil Uzi Vert as far as these players can have. So it's kind of a good type pitch. It's different. I mean, usually he has a little bit more fizz and pep within those ordeals as far as those pitch gonna go. It's a good blend of that to kind of get those particular styles. It is something that kind of has like some brooding kind of ruminations, smoke trips as far as those pairs are going to go. So excellent type pitch. 444 plus 222 is a nice one within these aspects, as well as like a bass thump and loud pack kind of lo-fi, odd future like homebound kind of ness within the aspects as far as those tones going to happen. So just kind of one of those type tones, something you would expect out of odd future off like the OF tape volume 2. So those type pitch within some of those type ones like the song P, other type ones like some of those type highlights that Tyler and some of those folks were on in like 2012, some type aspects, just easily like an odd future mixtape, some type ordeals, just kind of chillax pitches like that. Good song for some of those type fairs. Another smoke fest, excellent smoke fest type song within these pitches. Just good, some good lounge type music. Yeah, so 444 plus 222 has the aspect just like lounge type music, just within a spiffy type sense, to something within the product, to something you catch from like a little bit more peppier kind of cloud rap pitches like that. Songs like Pop Smoke would kind of do just a little bit before he came out, pitches like that. Very similar to Lil Yachty sounds that pitches, I'd have to say. Dark Queen is nice as well. It's like a nice IG kind of in between moments, I'd have to say here. Just some trill kind of homebound conduct, I'd feel like within the aspects of it. Smoke a few definitely about this one. Just kind of on your phone pitch like that. It's kind of a good bleed type song. So this kind of pitch, more or less kind of quieter and spare type moments within the aspect. Just kind of just in between type products within the fair about it. Getting some food cooked or just the basic kind of gabbing like a more homebound type. Getting some food cooked or just a more simplistic kind of chillax type session. Not something as much full bound within the commotion like some of these other type ones on here, but just a basic order of just like maybe a folk or two here and nearby, some of those type pitches within that good type fare. The Young Guts is a nice one. This says Pharrell on here, excellent type ordeal. It's like a good suave kind of odd future lobby type music kind of getting white collar kind of activity, I'd have to say. Hotels, that was some good hotel type music similar to Tyler. That was some good hotel type music similar to Tyler the Creator on like Bastard. Some of those type pitches, great song to smoke to pitches like that. Just kind of some robe type music within the ordeal as far as this fashion kind of happens. So just good type fashion for like the little bit more lifted and elegant type composition as far as those fairs were going to happen with it. Just good type fare. So it's just kind of an outing rumination and kind of lounge a bit. That's not like the house or the venue as far as pitches like that kind of happens. So good type ordeals. Change the scenery at like a hotel, something like that as far as those ordeals kind of happen. Good type pitch. Pretty Mommy's a nice one within these aspects as well. It's like a nice evening blear to kind of get within the products of it. This trendy kind of cloud grogginess, I'd say, about the aspects within the tones behind it. This smoke, good song for smoking, but shit to do on top of that as far as this video is going to go along with it. Just some air and runs pitches like that. It's not so much claustral in terms of like having wanderlust, but just kind of the product as far as saying that once you get the smoke product in your system, kind of the format as far as saying that you're not just going to sit around and lounge. Just kind of the aspect of kind of having some productiveness just from the fair as far as not so much a hustle type song within the pitch, but just kind of within the fair as far as just wanting to kind of be more out and about within the motion of it as far as this pitch comes. It's a good type product. It's an antsy type song, I'd say, within the pitch, but it's a good type product for it. Early 20 Ragers, a nice one within these aspects as well as like a glitzy and snazz kind of commerce kind of get within the products of it. Just a lo-fi kind of stunt music, I'd say, just kind of a new school sense that I'd say here. Good song for some weaving pitches like that, just kind of weaves along. Definitely some snazzy kind of trendy turn up as far as those aspects kind of happen just within the pitch. So just a good stunt type song within the pitch as far as those formats going to go. Just to miss the pitch, almost trapped within a sense, but a little bit more Pop Smoke type. I don't know if I've been saying Pop Smoke a few of these times. I think if I said Pop Smoke one of these times earlier, I meant Juice WRLD within these pitches, but a little bit more of like a Juice WRLD type stunt song within those pitches as far as what he would do with cloud rap sounds type products, and just like vehicle kind of pizzazz pitches like that, chunking up the deuce, some of those type products within it. Good type fare. How to Talk is a nice one as well as like a day commute and pep to kind of get within the products of it. Just grab breakfast or grub some type of aspects amidst like the SFW hours, I'd say. Good for some jaunts, just kind of shop and work some of those type of products within those tones. So just strip mall type noise, picking up like a shirt or socks, some of those type of products within it, going to work, some of those type of fairs within the aspect, just kind of typical type passage. Some of these type ones, this is a good taste of Lil Uzi Vert kind of doing the product. Now, Lil Uzi Vert definitely helped spearhead the cloud rap type style, but Pop Smoke, or keep saying Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD definitely had the aspect as far as doing some of these type ones, kind of making it more of like radio jingles and just more SFW type commerce, similar to songs like Lucid Dreams and Lean With Me, some of those type ones. All Girls are the same pitches like that, some of those type ones. It's kind of with an aspect like that particular format. This came out just I think Juice WRLD was within his. I think Juice WRLD was kind of within his makeup of getting started within these times around this particular time when Lil Uzi Vert was kind of doing this. It's good type fare. The sunny kind of brunch and just afternoon kind of passage in a more dewy type sense pitch like that. It's a good song for just like that breakfast run, some stuff aspects. Another one like that is Malfunction. This is like an in motion kind of makeshift trap bustle kind of get within the products of it. Just wake up, grit, and routine as far as those aspects kind of go. Target and Panera kind of hop within those pitches behind it. It really feels similar to some of those type folks that kind of do it in a more pop trap type sense, but it's also the aspect. I mean, it kind of blends between pop trap within sentences and also like cloud as far as this pitch kind of goes. So this the format is something that this kind of has that particular spiffiness, kind of an in between type blend is something that like Playboy Cardi, Lil Yachty, Juice WRLD, some of these type folks kind of do within those aspects. This mid-late 2010s type fare within the aspect of it, this banner kind of SoundCloud type music. Within the aspect. Trying to think of some other type ones on here. Feelings Mutual is a nice one. This is a good type product here. It's like a glitch, similar vibes like Chief Keef and like 2010s drill type format. Now it's not actually similar to Chief Keef's 2010s drill, but it's just kind of in like a glitch subgenre. It's kind of a subgenre. I know a little bit about glitch, but just within fair as far as something just kind of has like that particular kind of more electronic kind of tear up. It's like a hella trippy type song, but it's smarmy about it as far as this pitch kind of go. Some good trip out as far as those formats can have. So there's a number of these on here to really have like some good head trips within these aspects. Definitely appreciate the product, but it's good type format. It's not super common that you get glitch type music nowadays in these pitches from like, at least in terms of trap type music in certain senses, cloud. I don't recall Juice WRLD doing songs like this too much within the aspects. So it's good type fair to be able to get some of these type tones within it. No Sleep Leak is a nice one also within these pitches, like a pounding kind of vehicle commute to kind of get just some Traverse pizzazz. I definitely say here, just 2010s kind of trap banger within these aspects. It's good for some Arby's runs, pitches like that, and flossing. Good type format within it. No Sleep Leak is like the most typical type thing to more 2010s type trap familiar with folks like Future and Yo Gotti, some stuff folks within the product of it, just more within the fashion and more Migos type centric. It's just within pitches for saying, but yeah, this is an original type album, just within the pitches for saying it does not really. You get some good candidness about this product that has the particular product of. You get some good candidness about this product that carves out some new lanes, pitches like that, and activates a subgenre as far as those pitch comes. So excellent type ordeal. Trying to think of other songs I haven't talked about on here within these pitches. I think that more or less covers it within the pitches behind it, I have to say. Oh yeah, I think there's one more song I haven't talked about on here, and that's 2, which is reserved. It has the R in the bubbles is in terms like all rights reserved pitches like that. It's kind of a strange song within the pitch, but kind of has a copyright around the word 2 as far as what's asked is going to happen. But it's like this is like a good Paris-like emo and cloud rap kind of song within the pitch behind it. It's like some romantic kind of feeling right, just some aspects in your system, kind of drinking your system pitches like that, just some glam pitch, some of those some good feeling right aspects in your system, drinking your system, some of the products, just some glam pitches like that about it. Just kind of an expensive taste, kind of fun as far as this format's going to go. So just similar, like some of the Tory Lanez has done songs like this off the Chicks tape, the original Chicks tape that I reviewed not too long ago, pitched like that. It's kind of within the ordeal, or I say not too long ago, but it's probably going to be like past October by the time you see this particular review by Lil Uzi Vert. It's kind of the pitch. I reviewed the Chicks tape back in like May or June, so it's kind of the pitch as far as saying, but I'm reviewing this in September, so it's just the aspect, but it's kind of the format as far as saying, but this is like some good type area, just like date evenings, pitches like that kind of within the product, of just enjoying the embellish behind it, having some easy kind of drinking system, some stuff fairs, and just kind of the embellish, and just blushy kind of feelings pitches like that, just amongst like a pretty spiffy social type evening pitch like that. It's a good type ordeal. Nice product of an album. It's a nice album here. It's a 10 out of 10 album within these pitches. The social score probably within these aspects. In terms of like the tone behind it, I realize that there's some degree of backlash for Lil Uzi Vert as far as those first going to happen for folks that may not be as commonly kind of in grounds like new school vibes pitches like that. That's at least how it was 4, 5, 6 years ago, pitches like that. It's kind of the ordeal. I look within the aspects, kind of the fair. New school, anytime some of these new type trends kind of come up, it kind of has the aspect of like relative type backlash. It's the same thing that happened with trap back in the early 2010s. Same thing that happened with snap rap and ringtone rap pitch like that. So it's just kind of the ordeal as far as the backlash kind of happens. But this is some primary type stuff in the aspect as far as advancing it forward. I'm not really as full-bound sure what's been up with cloud rap amongst some of these type of ordeals. I know that last time I checked in with Lil Uzi Vert, he dropped like the Pink tape, which Cyan reviewed back in the summer 2023 pitches like that. So it's within the ordeal as far as saying. Now I'm going to get to some of these further Lil Uzi Vert type products, like some of these mixtapes and other type products, pitches like that. Some type 1s that he did drop other products between Love is Rage 1 and Love is Rage. Lil Uzi Vert did drop other products between Love is Rage 1 and Love is Rage 2 as far as those formats can have. So excellent with them pitch to get some of these other type 1s within the aspect of it. So 10 out of 10 mixtape pitches like 10 out of 10 album within pitches like that. The social score, just I think I was talking about the score of this album. The social score is kind of within the conic. Like I said, some house party type ones within the pitch behind it. Some of these type products here. Kind of starting to forget if I talked about the social score within those aspects. I think I was trying to talk about something I don't remember. I'll just talk about it again. If I did, I'll snip this. But just being able to say some of these type ones with the aspect like cloud rap, some of these type fairs, just some new school type vibes within the pitch behind it as far as the aspect's going to go. Just being able to say like plenty of house party type ones within commotion, some smoke fest, some anime on pitches like that. Some of these type fairs, just donuts nearby, dominoes, some of these type aspects within the tone, just some lounge type music, house party type ones, some street light type ones like For Real, other pitches like that, some good type ones with the aspects, some songs like some commute type ones similar to Juice Wrld, some of these type aspects. Just some good makeshift type songs in the pitch, kind of trendy within aspects as far as trying to advance like the sounds that a lot of folks like Post Malone, Juice Wrld, and Playboy Cardi really got towards the style, and a little bit of Travis Scott within those pitches. So it's kind of fair, kind of blends between makeshift type songs with Juice Wrld and then more house party type noise with folks like some of those type folks like Post Malone, like the Beer Bongs and Bentley's days, some of those type days. I'd say 10 social, but it's kind of within the asterisk within a certain type sense considering the fact that kind of happened with it. But I'd say pretty much it would be a 10 social, but it's this kind of aspect as far as saying it's just kind of fair. It just depends on the backlash that kind of goes along with it for folks that may not be as full bound with the new school type style. So it's just the pitch, but I look after it still, I'd say still would say 10 social. So I look at the aspects so in terms of the future, like Lil Uzi, I think that's what I was talking about also. I don't remember how. I did get to saying some of these type of things, but just the pitch as far as saying he did put out a product in 2023, some of the stuff aspects within the tone behind it. More or less, I think there's more of these, like I was saying, within the product, some of those type fairs, but this is a classic type album within these pitches. It's definitely going to get to the format similar to these type ones. It's the banner type one in terms of like some new school type vibes within pitches like that. It's an overall kind of late 2010 staple.